Walker County, Alabama Sheriff Nick Smith. If you're not familiar with him or the Walker County Sheriff's Office or Walker County in that matter, a quick Google will tell you a lot. But we're going to get into some details, and this is going to be the first video of a long series because there is a lot to put out here. And the reason that I am jumping in and going to try to put more information out about this is because he is now running for sheriff for this next term, and this guy does not need to be in office. So we need to do everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen. Now, there's a really good chance he is going to end up in jail or federal prison anyway, but we can't take that chance. And so everything that agency has gone through, and like I said, the last at least 2 years, Nick Smith refuses to take any responsibility for that. No accountability whatsoever. In fact, he will tell you, as he does on all of his social media platforms, how great of a job he has been doing, even though a large percentage of his entire agency has been federally indicted on a very serious charge. And some of them are facing life in federal prison. So even that, he's done a great job, according to him. And now the most recent thing that's come out, he and his chief deputy were indicted locally due to employing some sworn deputies that were not certified law enforcement officers. And not only were they not, but they were not able. They will never be certified law enforcement officers. So they were not APOST certified. And APOST is the Alabama Standards and Training Commission, and they are who certifies you that you can either be a law enforcement officer in Alabama or not. Now, the worst part about that part is most of those deputies that he gave a gun and a badge to and the authority to go enforce the law, even though the state wouldn't, he put them in schools as school resource officers. So these people were protecting kids in schools. Now, the stupidity behind that decision, it blows my mind. And the liability that you face from that is just beyond measure. So that shows his decision making and how horrible he makes. A lot of horrible decisions. And I don't know if he is corrupt or if he is just a complete idiot, or maybe both. I don't know, but one of those is true for sure, because it continues to get worse and worse and worse. I mean, every day almost something else is coming out. And every single time something comes out, Sheriff Smith will get on social media and have an excuse. Not once has he taken accountability for any of this. Not once. But he is full of excuses. Tons of excuses. Now, he has recently put out that he and his wife are going to start a podcast. I don't know if any of you know, but it would be impossible for a full-time sheriff to do a podcast and to have enough time to do both. It's impossible. So that tells me that Nick Smith probably wasn't doing a lot of work in the sheriff's office anyway, because in his mind, he's got all this extra time. So that tells you a lot on top of his other, horrible decisions. Now, the next video, we're going to get into even more detail about each specific case and incident. But we need to please share this video and get this out. And there are a lot of other people talking about it as well. But we got to get this guy out of office, and because he is not fit to be in that office. And we've got to do whatever we can to make sure that doesn't happen. And he needs to be out sooner rather than later.